This is CSX line road along the east coast of the United States from Florida that way, Jacksonville and on down, all the way up the east coast that way. It's a good road. However, they got problems, little problems, but see that right there? That's a problem. Everything runs on this line. Freight, you name it, coal trains, you name it. Amtrak runs on this line. These old cross ties are obsolete. This infrastructure is not being taken care of properly. That's why we don't have high-speed rail in the United States of America. We don't have the road for it. Oh yeah, you can still haul freight on this stuff. Get out here with a rail driving machine and tighten it up. But see these old cross ties? There's new. CSX years ago, when my father-in-law, Clyde Mitchell, was vice president, they done away with all these old cross ties. The wooden ones, they put in concrete. You could probably run high-speed rail on if you laid concrete and hooked up these rails. I know they do it in Europe. How they do it in Europe? Why aren't we doing it here? Dixie, where are you going? We know how to do this. Fix all this stuff. Put money back in it. Why are we cutting down trees and putting them in here when we could use something else? I mean, come on. And why don't we have high-speed rail? Because, well, we don't have the infrastructure. And we don't want to pay for it. But guess what? Where they utilize it, it works. We can't, we send all that freight out down, that's US 17. There's constantly freight going up and down that highway. And over that way is Interstate 95 going to the northeast. And there's constantly freight out there. But you know what? How many more trucks can we put on the road? Well, we need to utilize all this road. But somebody needs to get out here and tighten this stuff up. When you hear about derailments, it's because of problems that didn't get fixed. Maintenance that didn't get done. I wouldn't want to run this rail at 70 miles an hour. Not right here. Too much loose stuff. Too many old cross ties that are rotting in the core. See, that the core of that's rotting out. That needs to be replaced. Come on, people. Where'd Dixie go? Come here. Dix! Come on! Dix! Dix! Come on! Come on, Dix! You gotta stay with me. Get out of them woods. You stay up here on the road. What you looking for down there in the woods? Something to chase? You stay on the road with me. We ain't going that far. Anyway, I don't know. This nation isn't broke. 90% of the workforce gets up every day, goes to work, paying the bills. But these roads, they pay for themselves if they're managed right. Of course, I think a lot of the times our public servants, instead of working with companies that run these rails, they mess with them. Too much regulation, too much taxation, undue taxation. But anyway, I ain't getting into all that. It's a beautiful day here in Florida. I don't have to go back to Missouri for a while, so I'm going to be hanging around down here. What do you got, Dixie? What you looking at? You know there's moccasins and stuff down there in that old ditch. More than likely. These woods are full of water since that tropical storms have come through here. You know that ditch before a snake gets you. Hey, come on. There's all kinds of deer and critters. It's wilderness right here. I live on the other side of the road. There's a dead deer over there that got killed on the highway. There's all kinds of deer out here. Possums, raccoons, foxes, you name it. So you get out of the city, get away from the main highway, you got wilderness. And all them critters are out there in that wilderness. There's a bunch of iron on this road that's just laying around. It's useless. It needs to be used for something else, you know. Needs to be recycled. It ain't doing nothing but just laying here rusting away. Okay, we'll talk to y'all later. This is Stephen Wayne, SunshineDixieland.com. Ocean Way, Florida, on the CSX line. Toodaloo.